Hey guys, real quickly I just want to apologize for something that I'm absolutely disgusted by. I am sorry for the fans you can hear in the house. I would turn it off, but my house is scorching hot right now. I apologize. Hello, it's your host MT speaking. Ever had moments like this? I only got $50 for me. What console should I get? PS4, Xbox One. I've heard the PS4 has a lot more stuff, but currently it's more expensive than Xbox One. The Xbox One is cheaper, but there's way less features. I'll get myself a Nintendo Switch! This phenomenon is what I would like to call console politics. What are console politics? Console politics is the debate on which console is the superior one. Now, console politics has been around since the mid-70s. In this episode, I'll be discussing all about console politics and its origins. I'll be your host for the day/night, Professor Izu, console politics debaterologist. Now, as I said before, console politics started in the mid-70s, specifically at a time where Atari and Intellivision were fighting on who had the best console.
Here's an easy question for you. Which of these games is the closest thing to the real thing? A, Intellivision Major League Baseball. B, Atari Baseball. Here they are again, close up. A, Intellivision. B, Atari. If you thought A, Intellivision, you're absolutely correct. You see, I told you this question was easy.
Now, obviously, as you've seen from that commercial, you probably think, oh, Intellivision won that war. Well, yes, but no. Now, Intellivision may have won in terms of graphics and audio. However, Atari won in terms of its variety of games, especially in terms of its controller. Oh my god, have you seen the Intellivision controller? Now, the next console war wouldn't happen for another couple of years, because at this point, the console industry has had its first real video game crash. It lasted until 1983, when Nintendo released the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, everything was going smoothly for Nintendo for the next 6 years, because none of the companies dared to touch them, until 1989, when one of the companies went and challenged their capabilities. This company was Sega.
Gotta go. Hey, guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
Oh, what's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis. Hey, look at these radical colors, huh?
Wow, Sonic's fast, too.
No, over here.
I like Genesis, and it costs a lot less.
Wait, kid, that game
I'll
there.
take Sonic and Genesis.
I knew that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. More action, more speed. Sega Genesis. It's a whole lot more for less.
It's hard to believe to this day that people still don't know who won the war. There's still a debate. So we're gonna see who won in terms of sales, and of course, the next war was very interesting because it was the start of something dreadful. The fall of Nintendo. Wanna know why? Because the PlayStation happened. I know we did not count the Sega Saturn because that was such a fail that we want to forget about that. I mean, to be fair, I would say that just because Nintendo failed didn't mean that their console wasn't any bad. Their console was amazing. To be fair, they had a console before this. I've never been so happy for the N64 to come to life.
This is NBC 17 First News at 4 p.m.
Good afternoon, I'm Donna Gregory.
And I'm Heidi Deja. There are waiting lists and tickets just to stand in line and get a chance to buy PlayStation 2. That is PlayStation 2, the hottest game to hit the market, and it arrives in the U.S. tomorrow. But some people are standing in line already trying to buy this toy. NBC 17's Larry Pickett is live in Raleigh with all the excitement. Larry?
And then the next war comes, which I would like to say was a very depressing war, because this was the last time Sega would be in the console industry. Their console was a runaway success, but then the PS2 happened, so then they officially dropped out. The PS2, being a major success, caused companies to lose money, like the GameCube and the new runner-up, Xbox. It's hard to believe that the GameCube failed, despite having one of the greatest games in Nintendo history. The GameCube is one of Nintendo's worst selling consoles to date, with only 21 million being sold. A dedicated video to the GameCube is coming soon. As for the Xbox, for their first console, they did really well, with having 21 million sold.
I meant to say 24.
However, the Xbox is criticized for its controller, being called the Duke, and I do agree with the people, the controller was way too huge. As for the PS2, it soon became the best selling console of all time, and while I don't hate the fact that it sold that much, I think that other consoles during that war deserved more, like the GameCube. I felt like the GameCube and the Xbox deserved just a little bit more attention. As for the Dreamcast, yeah, the Dreamcast, I don't care about the Dreamcast, that's history. Due to this being Sega's and Nintendo's lowest points, I like to call this the depressing console war. But enough about that, let's move on to one of the most infamous wars ever in console history. Xbox 360 versus PS3 versus the Wii. Now, for this war, people did not count Nintendo due to the fact that they were a runaway success. To this day, the Wii is still one of the best-selling consoles of all time. Now, with the Xbox 360, I'd say the thing launched amazingly with one of the most praised controllers of all time and one of the most praised games of all time. This console was doing well. Now, for the PS3, please tell me this was fan-made. Listen now, the PS3 started off horrendously, the exact opposite of the Xbox 360. With a way overpriced console, one of the most overdramatic commercials yet, this thing was doing horribly. But then, the tables turned by the time the next war started to happen, as the PS3 surpassed the Xbox 360 in terms of sales, most likely being contributed by the PS3 Slim and Super Slim and its critically acclaimed games like The Last of Us. Speaking of which, now it's time to come into our present war, which is the Xbox One versus the PS4 versus the Wii U, and soon versus the Switch. The Wii U launched first in 2012, and we do not count the Wii U because it was such a massive failure. It is Nintendo's second worst selling home console ever. Now, will it defend it? Heck no, it was actually pretty bad in my opinion. Now, for the Xbox One, it was terrible. I mean, it was unnecessarily bulky, huge, and the thing was overpriced at launch, being $500. Now for the PS4, oh my god, this is what dreams are made of. The PS4 was amazing, a perfect price at launch, $400, and with a huge variety of games and many more features that the Xbox One did not offer. The PS4 was amazing, and it was sure to win. Until 2017. Listen guys, I have soft spots for Xbox One and PS4, however, I do have to point out that the Xbox One S was a massive improvement over the Xbox One and was finally catching up to the PS4, and with the Xbox One X, holy crap, it was so good. The nail on the coffin for the PS4 was the arrival of the Nintendo Switch, being one of the fastest selling consoles in history. It has sold about 55 million. In 3 years! Currently, the Xbox One is Microsoft's second worst selling console ever. And so as much as I hated it, I was surprised. You think it would sell at least 60 million. It's only at 40 million. Dang! The PS4 is at about 110 million, which is very impressive. It might even surpass the PS2 soon. Now, you may think we were over. Oh heck no, nothing's that easy. We are arriving to the present war, which is the PS5 versus the Xbox Series X versus a possible new Nintendo Switch. You see, but the thing is, both of these consoles had polarizing reactions. The design for both of these consoles are horrible. The Xbox Series X looks like a fridge and the PS5 looks like a router. If those two companies can pull off something like that, who knows what Nintendo will be up to? I wouldn't be surprised if it looked like toenail clippers. Sega actually is returning to the console industry by little. However, who did not count them as they are doing horribly? Other companies like Atari and even Intellivision are coming back to the industry. Who knows what we'll be up to next year? Other than that, that's the end of this video. What do I think of console politics? I think it's something crazy, depressing, and exciting, all mixed up into one tight package. I honestly can't wait to see what the future holds with all these consoles. I would love to laugh at these new designs, the prices, the games, and all that crap. But again, I would love to play on them. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna try to get myself a GameCube. Thank you guys for watching, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Goodbye!